Have the knife in there just like this. Just gonna slide it over now. No, there goes a piece of it. Not the cleanest start in the world, but you can see now we do have access to the case here, so I'm just going to do the same thing again. Today's graded game unboxing is going to be a little bit different than usual, and that's because everything I'm going to be sending to WATA this time is already graded. As you can see on the table here, I have with me some VGA graded games, and these are what I'm going to be sending to WATA. And there's nothing wrong with VGA graded games, right? Like, these are excellent. VGA is a great company. What I'm trying to do with these games now is, you can see this Dragon Ball Z is an 80 plus, right? What I'm trying to do is optimize or create the best possible grades, because the different grading companies grade a little bit different than one another. To make it very easy to understand, I'm just grades maxing so I can mog my fellow collectors. And if you understood that, you should probably go outside more. I should probably go outside more. But maybe you're new to graded games, maybe you're not quite as deep in the hobby. What I'm saying is that this is an 85 plus right here. And with the way VGA grades, it's both the box and the seal are graded together. That single number there is the box and the seal. So 85 plus is very nice, but you don't know if the box has some damage or if the seal has some damage. With WATA games and CGC, they separate the grades into two different ratings. You have a numerical score, which is your box, your actual structural score, and then you have this letter here, that is the grade of the seal. So with this 85 plus Minish Cap, for example, what I'm looking to do is turn it into a 9.8 A plus. Because the box itself is super nice, and I'll crack it out here in just a second so you can see, but the seal does have some issues. This Dragon Ball Z here, Final Bout, the Bandai copy, one of the rarest Dragon Ball Z games that exists. It's an 80 plus because it has a rip on the seal. I don't believe there's a single crack on this game. So frankly, seeing that it's an 80 plus, I mean, WATA or CGC, just based on how they grade, they could give this a 9.8. Of course, the seal rating, though, will be like an A. It's a bad seal on it. That's why VGA was so harsh on it. So maybe you're wondering, can you just take any 85 plus game here, send it to WATA, send it to CGC, and then you get a higher grade, right? Your game just becomes more valuable. No. Absolutely not. I had other 85 plus that probably would have been like a 9.2, but it has a really nice seal, right? It would have been like a 9.2 A++. If you cross something like that over, no, it's really not going to be worth your time. Frankly, with these already being pretty high grade, the only outcome that is like worth it, right? The most optimal outcome here is 9.8. Well, let's actually crack this Minish Cap open here, and we can all take a look at it as to what it looks like before I send it to WATA Games. So I've actually had a lot of success with breaking these open. I'd usually just use a butter knife and start from the bottom here. There's a natural opening at the bottom of the case to allow for airflow, so I usually just stick the knife in here and pop it up. Have the knife in there just like this. Just gonna slide it over now. No, there goes a piece of it. Not the cleanest start in the world, but you can see now we do have access to the case here, so I'm just going to do the same thing again. Oh, simple as that, right? There we go. Now, most of what actually held this back is going to be this corner up here. This is going to be the worst spot, right? There's a bit of a corner bump there, and there's this sticker residue up here. You can see there was a security sticker that used to be there, so VGA is pretty harsh on cellophane imperfections like this, and that hurts the grade quite a bit, because I mean, the little corner bump obviously isn't great either. It might 9.6 with that, but realistically, looking at the game, I mean, there really isn't anything else at all to report. Like, VGA 85 plus can be extremely nice of a game. I know there's still 90 and 90 plus and 95 and 95 plus, so you might not think an 85 plus is like super nice, but as you can see here, this Zelda has basically a single flaw on it, and that's it. But this at least gives you an idea here of why I am attempting this with these games. Some 85 plus are really nice. So I do just want to show you guys the Dragon Ball Final Bout as well. This was, of course, VGA 80 plus, which isn't bad, right? It's an NM grade there, near mint. But the thing with the Final Bout here, and this is with PS1 or hard case games in general, if you're gonna get an 80 plus, it's either cracked or your seal is ripped. And in the case of this Final Bout here, it doesn't have any cracks to the casing. So the entire 80 plus, or most of the 80 plus anyway, is going to be this spot on it right here. You can see that the cellophane is ripped. I can play with it a little bit there. See? There's a rip right there. So that little spot right there is almost entirely why this gets an 80 plus grade. So now in sending this to WATA Games, they're gonna look at the actual case and be like, hey, there's no cracks, there's no breaks, there's nothing structurally wrong with it, right? So this can pretty easily get a 9.6 or even a 9.8. And then the seal, of course, it has a rip in it. The seal will very likely be an A rating. So 9.6 or 9.8 A. And I honestly just think that's a much better representation of how nice this game is. All 5 games are now broken out of their VGA cases, and I actually cut my hand twice in doing that. Sometimes the VGA case doesn't break nicely at all, and if the acrylic just flies somewhere, it can cut you very fast. So I cut my thumb and my finger. That's big VGA getting some karma back for me breaking open their games. But we have Minish Cap, Digimon World, Black Label, I'm a huge Digimon fan. Mario Sunshine, also Black Label, amazing video game. For some reason, like, people act like Mario Sunshine wasn't a good game. When did that become a thing? Sunshine has always been great. Bigfoot, amazing childhood classic 2-player monster truck game, and Dragon Ball GT Final Bout Bandai release. But it's currently May 4th. I'm gonna get these packed up and shipped, and I'll see you guys when they come back. It is now June 18th today, so the games came back about June 14th, which I think it was May 4th when I sent them. It took about a month to get the games back. Slowest tier, that's $50 a game. There was a coupon, $40 a game. I just gotta put this box down here for a second. It's just literally too big. I still have the broken acrylics here so we can remember everything we smashed out, and we'll start off with the Minish Cap, which was an 85 plus. And remember, with the Minish Cap, it did have that smashed up corner on it. I think it's this corner right here. It did have that ding and dent, so honestly, I'm expecting it 9.6 A plus. I mean, if it gets a 9.8, wow, we take those, but it's not my expectation. But starting on Minish Cap, it was an 85 plus. The new grade is 9.6 A plus. Yeah, I'm not surprised whatsoever. So a really good WATA grade as well. Like 85 plus is really good VGA. 9.6 A plus, really good WATA. The price difference between the two, it's probably pretty negligible. But we start off with 9.6 A plus, and that is the exact grade that I agree with. That smashed up corner shouldn't get a 9.8, so whatever. That's fine. That's fine. 9.6 A plus. We will stick to cardboard here. Bigfoot on NES. This was, let me just find it in the little pile of discards here. This was 85 plus as well. Right here, 85 plus Bigfoot, smashed out, hoping for 9.8 A plus on it. So going forward now, it's either 9.8 or this was a complete waste of time. Bigfoot, childhood classic right here, monster truck goodness. The actual grade on it is 9.8 A plus. There we go. First one. So old grade and new grade 85 plus turned in to a 9.8 A plus. And that really does raise the question of, like, why did VGA only give it an 85 plus to begin with? And realistically, it's just because of some light scratching and some roller marks. It's just light cellophane damage. So maybe some of you will agree, maybe some of you will disagree, but if the box itself is dang near structurally perfect, right? Like no creases, no corner dings, nothing. But the wrap has some minor issues. Should it just be an 85 plus? Should you be able to get a 90 still? Whereas with WATA, you get the A plus seal rating here, 9.8 box. I personally think this makes a lot more sense. I like the 2-grade system. But this is huge. Fantastic. 85 plus, 9.8 A plus. Absolutely perfect. Going to another 85 plus smash here. This is Super Mario Sunshine, and you can see that I ended up pulling it out of the bottom of the case. This wouldn't open at all. Oh my god, this was an issue. Remember I said I cut myself opening these? This is why. Sometimes it just doesn't open nice at all. But it was an 85 plus. I got this years ago. I think I purchased this in like 2014, like long time ago. It was a really nice copy of the game. That's why I got 85 plus in the first place. And like I said, Sunshine is fantastic. Truly, this game needs the HD treatment. We just got like Donkey Kong Country Returns on Nintendo Wii announced an HD remake. Who wants to give us Mario Sunshine HD remake? That's what the people want. But the actual grade on Sunshine is 9.8 A plus. Let's go. Huge. I can't sit here and say I'm shocked right? Like, I'm not shocked. Obviously, I'm happy that I actually hit on the 9.8 A+, because you never know what the grading company's gonna think, right? Even if something's perfect, sometimes the company just doesn't give you the perfect grade. If you've ever submitted trading cards, comics, if you've ever sent stuff in for grading, you know what I mean. 85+, especially DVD cases, your odds of crossing to like 9.6 or 9.8, very good odds. And hopefully this is showing you guys that if you are going to bid or buy, or you're looking at an 85+ game and you're not sure how good the quality is, here you go. These are real examples, right? Where 85+ is almost perfect on the WATA scale. Keep that in mind when you're bidding, when you're trying to decide which one you should buy. 85+ is very nice. So far, the only miss is the Minish Cap, and now we're gonna go over to the game I'm most excited for in this entire submission, and the game I'm most nervous about, to be honest. The 80+ Bandai Final Bout Dragon Ball GT. This is part of my personal Dragon Ball Z collection. I have almost every North American game. I'm buying the Japanese games. This right here, Bandai Final Bout, is just straight up one of the rarest Dragon Ball Z games that exists, factory sealed. One of the rarest PS1 games that exists, factory sealed. Released in very, very limited quantities. I think the rumor is like 5,000 copies were printed, something like that, like something stupid low. So with all of that said, here it is now. That was a VGA 80+. Oh man, this would make or break the entire unboxing. Like, my emotional investment is this game right here. The Minish Cap, the big, like, those are cool, right? Those are cool. This is what I care about. The new grade on Final Bout is 9.8A. So it's yes. It's exactly what I wanted, exactly what I guessed, exactly what I wanted. 9.8, no actual issues with the case itself, right? No issues, no cracks, no fading, nothing, but it has that rip. And that's the A seal rating. 80+, you don't know if it's cracked, faded, you don't know what's wrong with it. The A seal rating, you know that there's an issue there somewhere with the seal. Oh my gosh, that is frickin' awesome, man. I have had this game in my collection. I think this is like 2014. This might even be 2013 as well. I got this off of eBay. Someone listed it the same price as the Atari release. So I paid like 50 US for it. Just insane, right? Incredible. This isn't ever leaving me, I don't think. I don't think I will ever sell this. Part of my permanent Dragon Ball Z collection. Someday, I'll show you my Dragon Ball Z collection. Someday. Which leaves us Digimon World. 85+ black label copy smashed out here. As you guys know at this point, it's literally 9.8 A+ or bust. No other grade will do. Nothing else will suffice. Digimon is also another franchise I've done a lot of collecting for. It's not nearly as big as my Dragon Ball Z collection, but I have most of the original Digimon games now. There's also a copy of Digimon World that does include a limited edition trading card. I think that was limited to 300,000 pieces, so not really limited at all, you know what I mean? But it is harder to find than a normal black label copy, so maybe it'll upgrade at some point. I don't know if I care. We'll see. But the actual grade, the crossover grade, last game of the day, Digimon World, the grade is 9.8 A+. Let's go, man. Again, right? I'm not shocked. I'm not like, ah! But holy crap, does that feel nice to just hit on exactly what I wanted. If you're doing PlayStation, hard case, DVD, PS2, all of that stuff, 85+, man. Great chance at crossing to 9.8 A+. Which across the 5 games, the only one that didn't actually do a 9.8 was the Minish Cap, which I showed you guys before the video, had a, like, there was a reason, right? An obvious reason as to why it didn't 9.8, and it shouldn't have 9.8'd. It's dented in the corner, right? 9.8 should be a super nice grade. Part of me wishes I didn't break the Minish Cap open, but also I'm happy that I have it on video. You saw 85+ turned into a 9.6, turned into to a 9.8. You guys got a lot of really good examples here to hopefully help guide your own grading purchasing decisions. Let me know if this changes anything you think about the 85 plus, about the WATA 9.8. Let me know anything if this changes your thoughts about grading and the different companies, their different scales. Leave any thoughts down below. I might smash open a few more now given the results, but we'll have to see. It's not cheap to do this. I think it's 80 Canadian per game after shipping, after discount. Not cheap to do this, so we'll see what happens, but leave all your thoughts down below. Hit the like button before you go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.